Dennis Hofts faithfully served Kansas credit unions and their members for 26 years, starting in 1963. During that time, Dennis held various positions with the Kansas Credit Union League, including field representative, education director, and executive vice president, before taking on the position of president in 1983. He retired from the KCUL in 1989. Dennis has been married to his lovely wife, Verona, for 57 years. They have 2 children, Kevin and Julie, and 2 grandchildren, Lauren and Mark. But Dennis's love for his second family, credit unions, didn't allow him to stay retired long. He and Verona moved to Colorado, where he took the position of Vice President of Research and Development at the Colorado League and gave another 9 years of service to the credit union family there. His vision and quiet, unassuming manner instilled a mix of inspiration and confidence necessary to move credit unions through the exploding financial services landscape of the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. During his tenure in Kansas, Dennis organized 12 credit unions and was instrumental in charting the U.S. Central Credit Union. But Dennis took the responsibility of starting a credit union to the next level. It may have been his teaching background or fatherly instinct that drove him to spend hundreds of hours teaching new managers how to open accounts, complete loan documents, or close and balance the books to ensure those credit unions and others grew and succeeded. Dennis always had a way with words and a dry sense of humor that captured the attention of those he served. He wrote many inspiring articles and gave numerous motivational speeches at annual meetings. His insights are still very relevant today. He reminded us that the human spirit and credit unions flourished during times of adversity, whether during the Great Depression, when the U.S. credit union movement took root, or during the savings and loan upheaval of the late 1980s, or amidst today's deep recession woes. His love of the history of credit unions and their movement made him a sought-after speaker, but also the chairman of a national committee on credit union history and philosophy. He believed that credit unions had a greater mission than just completing financial transactions for people. Their mission was and is to help members create a better financial future for themselves through cooperation. From his writings, he states, "Cooperation is a natural, logical, inborn element of humanity. People long for the means of cooperative expression, which are practical and trustworthy. Credit unions are a method for that expression. One of his greatest assets is his faith in people and their capability to do good." Jeff Post, the president of Credit Union Movement's insurance company, CUNA Mutual, he wrote this about Dennis. Dennis is the epitome of the credit union philosophy. As many have witnessed, people who have such passion for life usually seek to serve others in many ways. Dennis had volunteered for his church as a Rocky Mountain District of Lutheran Laymen's League treasurer and vice president, and he has also actively volunteered as a board member and president of the National Alliance on Mental Illness for Colorado. During his 26 years of service at the Kansas Credit Union League and affiliates, Dennis gave tirelessly of his talents and was already willing to share his passion for credit unions to those around him. He definitely lived the principles of people helping people in both his professional and personal life. Given Dennis's love and devotion to the cooperative principles upon which credit unions are formed, he is a very worthy recipient of the Kansas Cooperative Council's Hall of Fame Award. We are so pleased to have Dennis with us tonight with many of his friends and family. His wife Verona is with him, daughter Julie and her husband Ralph, and their grandson Mark, whose art was featured in the presentation. So we would welcome you to the stage this time, Dennis, and present you with a plaque and congratulations on your achievement.
Come on.
she's been standing beside me for 57 years. I needed to have her stand beside me tonight. And where's Natalie? Where is Natalie? Oh, Natalie, thank you for that excellent work and doing that slide program. I appreciate that. And to Doris, I'm so honored to be received into the Hall of Fame along with the memory of your husband, and to you. You can be so proud of the legacy that he left. In interest of saving time, I'm going to read my comments, because there's folks in this audience that know that when I speak off the cuff, I have a tendency to lose track of time. I recall a credit union annual meeting out in western Kansas, where the chairman of the board asked me to say a few words. And I got up and I got carried away, and I talked for maybe 25 minutes or more. But I thought I had done a pretty good job of explaining all the various services that we had to offer. So when I sat beside the president, I said to him, "Did I miss anything?" And he said, "Yes, you missed about 6 good places to stop." So, with that in mind, I shall proceed. I thank the Kansas Credit Union Association Board and the Shared Financial Services Board and Marla Marsh, President, for nominating me. I thank the Kansas Cooperative Council for selecting me for this significant and meaningful honor. Credit union leaders: Henry Peterson, John Mitchner, Larry Mowry, Jim Jukes. To have my name added to this list continues to amaze me. I am so appreciative of this honor. This event tonight gives me an opportunity to express publicly an honor to Miller Gray. Miller Gray was the president of the Kansas Highway Credit Union and a great credit union leader. And Miller Gray graciously recommended me in 1963 to the Kansas Credit Union League. And as a result, I was blessed with an employment opportunity which was fulfilling, pleasant, and rewarding. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, and I honor the memory of Miller Gray. It was a privilege to work with Jim Jukes in the legislative efforts of that time to improve and protect the credit union law. Conferring with the Co-op Council folks was a great help to us and an encouragement. It's a joy to see cooperatives cooperate. That is very pleasant to see. During my career, several items added to my appreciation for credit unions and cooperatives. In his book, Crusade, Berggren made clear that the purpose of credit unions was to prove the practicality of the brotherhood of man. That meant to me that it is good business to cooperate and care about each other. The credit union film, A Picture of Unity, dramatically points out that working together is vital for human progress. The video, The Spirit of Cooperation, is a brilliant overview of the formation and benefits of the many types of cooperatives. I have shown it 25 or 30 times. I view it ever so often. It's a classic. A touching segment in that video is where a farmer states the following: "The greatest thing in life is the love of God in your heart. The next greatest thing is electricity in your house." What a sincere way to express appreciation for the rural electric co-ops. In 1950, there was great excitement when the rural electric co-op lines reached our farm. What joy we had when Mom and Dad brought home that Crosley refrigerator and we made our first tray of ice cubes. Cooperatives touch lives in very meaningful ways. So I say, bless you and all the good that you're doing. Thank you very much.